Angel here, and today is the premiere of Paw Patrol Season 7, and we're kicking it off with Mighty Pups Charged Up. Pups stop a humdinger horde, and Mighty Pups charge up. Pups save a mighty lighthouse. Oh my gosh, I saw the episode today, and oh my gosh! I think... Oh my gosh, it was super exciting, and I think some certain people will find like one part of this episode super cute. I'm not saying names, I'm not dropping names. So today's the pups that kicked off this special. The pups on the talk for season 7 of episode 1 is Rubble and Charge Up Mighty Rebel and Zuma. So the episode starts out with Mayor Humdinger taking his kittens to Katie's parlor to get them baths. But unfortunately, Katie's out to lunch, so he'll have to come back later. And Mayor Humdinger is not the most patient person like ever, so he got back to Foggy Bomb, where Harold's trying to look for the mirror piece as usual, and Humdinger decided that he should build his own parlor, so Harold decided to build it, and he didn't want to because he's focused on finding a meteor piece with his special goggles. And after that, we get to the lookout where we see the pups are playing a game. It's a mirror game, so you and your partner have to copy each other's moves. So Chase explained that you have to copy everything your partner does. Just like looking into the mirror. So like whatever one person does, the other person do it. So the first team up is Rebel and Zuma copying each other. But Rebel lost when like Zuma flap his ear, which I didn't know he could do that. And second of all, it looks, when like his ear went up, it looks kind of like an elephant's ear. I was like, first Zuma can stand on hind legs, and like Pups and the Ghost Pirate and back in season 1. Now he can flip his ear. That's impressive. But unfortunately, Rebel couldn't do it. And now, okay. He tried to wiggle his ear, but no luck. Zuma wins, and oh my gosh. The next team is Chase and Sky, and like, I was like, yay! See? Like, Chase and Sky gotta Chase said that, see if Sky can copy him, and she did it well. They both make a silly face. They both wag their tails, and Chase compliments that Sky is doing well. Just like a real mirror. And Sky wants to see if Chase could do a backflip. Which he did, but unfortunately, he didn't land. So, don't worry, Chase. Don't worry, dude. I mean, you did a really good job for your first backflip, but you need to learn how to land on your feet, buddy. Don't worry, you'll get it. And then the last team is Marshall and Rocky. Which, to be honest, I think those two are perfectly synced. But before we get that, Harold finds the meteor piece inside the clamshell, and he used it to build a cloning machine, since, like Harold says that there's only one person to make like a that can't make like a castle on. So Harold decided to build clones to make a town full of Heralds. But before he did that, he has to brush his teeth because he got broccoli between his teeth. But then Mayor Humdinger finds out that it was a cloning machine. There was 5 mayors, and the 5 mayors decided to do his bidding. When Harold comes back, he knows what his uncle does. And he was about to use it to do his own cloning, so he went to Adventure Bay to get the mayor clones. And Mr. Porter with a can of tuna, which is one of the to-do list for Mayor Humdinger. And Mr. Porter was like completely shocked. Like, he never seen like more than one Mayor Humdinger before. And honestly, that's like my worst nightmare. So, long story short, so Harold tries to control the Humdingers, but no luck. They did a conga line. I don't want to, which is totally weak, which is unbelievable. They lived up the kitty parlor, tried to take it back to Volume 1, which I guess when you're super clones, I guess you got super strength and speed. I don't know. Okay, called the Paw Patrol. Marshall and Rocky are still in the game. They both ran to the lookout together, and they even both did an epic fail together, which personally I think that's pretty funny. That's amazing. See, they're so good at the mirror game that they did an epic fail together. And Marshall says, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the clumsiest of them all?" Us. And then like Chase Cullen. Marge choose Chase to like find the Humdingers and stop them. Rebel using his super strength to get the parlor back. And in all honesty, that was kind of like the easiest defeat ever. Because like Katie's parlor was stuck in like the gorge, and Marshall came in to get Katie and Allie out, and Chase, Rebel, and Marshall just did the first ever three-way charged up. Marshall using his mighty jump to get Katie, Callie out of there. Rebel to use his super strength to blow away the mayor clones, and Harold, who's tried to get the clones and they put them in the cage, but that didn't work. Instead, they got themselves inside the cage. And Chase using his super bark to get Katie's power back up, and Rebel to put him back. Honestly, Harold decided it was for the best to get all 5 Mirror Humdingers into one, which too much Humdingers dismay. And for once, Harold completely agreed with Ryder and Chase, but I still don't like him. And the kittens destroyed the cloning machine, so that he would never use it again. And Harold lost a mirror piece, probably was falling in the gorge. Honestly, I really like the mirror game. I think it's so sweet. I think it's kind of like a fun game to play. I also like the mirror game crash scene, and like when the pups like 3-way charged up. I love it. And Mirror Humdingers, I think they're just kind of goofy. So I give this episode a 5 out of 5. Next up, is the lookout. And like I have no idea like which pup is gonna be on the title card. It turns out Zuma, which is, when you think about it, it's kind of a bit obvious, since like, lighthouse, water. Harold built some sort of like vacuum cleaner to like get the meteor piece. Thinking that Mayor Humdinger's thinking that his nephew is cleaning the beach, which is kind of impossible because like his beach is nothing but sand and rocks. But then like the tuna cans, and Mayor Humdinger says in the last episode and and now that he's the mayor, that he thinks he could boss everyone around. I'm like, geez, Mayor Humdinger, abuse your mayor power, abuse your power over the town much. And I think Harold managed to find the meteor piece, which the rocks oddly shaped like two little Christmas trees. And he decided to become the mayor of the moon, which Mayor Humdinger called back when he says that plan didn't work out the last time we tried. That's like a major callback to the Mighty Pups movie. Like, oh my gosh. Like, what a great recap, foreshadowing, like a real recap of like what happened in the Mighty Pups movie. Like, Mayor Humdinger tried to become the first mayor to go to the moon. That didn't work out. Harold take over the lookout, trapped Ryder, trapped the pups. Chase loses his confidence as a leader. Chase regains it, save the pups. His robot turned into the lookout into a rocket ship. The Mighty Pups stop Harold's robot, got the meteor out, saved their home, and got Ryder back. Oh boy. So he needs a rocket ship. And before we get to that part, the pups are playing like one of my childhood favorite game, Green Light and Red Light. So the game is pretty obvious. Like, all you gotta do is like, if it's green light, you walk. If it's red light, you stop. And if the person who's calling green light and red light saw you moved, then you have to go back all the way to the start line. Whoever gets to the other side without the person who calls green light and red light call you wins. And it's kind of neat. I mean, like, you got like an actual mini stoplight with rider control with this pup pad. I think it's adorable that the pups are playing like green light, red light. And they got some like pretty fast kids. And Marshall, ooh, he did like a handstand pit stop. Whoa, that was good, Marshall. I'm impressed by him. And then like he turned Captain Turbot's lighthouse home into a rocket, while the turbines were figuring like which paint to use to redecorate his lighthouse. And the way to get the turbines to get away from the lookout is that Harold built a robo-gull. Captain Turbot thinks that they should use winter white, but Francois says milky white. And I see the white. I think like the white is like more like an icy white blue. I think. Yeah, I think winter white is more like in like a icy whitish blue color, which and honestly I think like if you were Angel's temple room, I think that would be a good color for her, since she's nice with her. And what milky white, I think that'll be a good color for Moonstone, since moon gems are white and he's like an astronomy wizard, which deals with the galaxies. So Francois and Captain Turbot noticed the robo-gull. Captain Francois went to the boat. They're going to see they're going to take the pictures. Who's going to take a picture first. But unfortunately, Captain Turbot forgot his camera. So he went back with Harold using like the two boats to make like rocket propellers. He wants in turn like go to the top of the lighthouse to make it like a command, like a how the rocket ships goes, but not knowing that Captain Turbot is still inside. So Francois called in the Paw Patrol. The Pup's still playing green light, red light. Francois telling that somebody is taking over the lighthouse, saying like before making a comment, after he makes the comment like that Captain Turbot will never can take the picture when lighthouses fly, which that's physically impossible, but because of Harold that actually happened. And like I think like the Pups are still playing green light, red light, and Marshall, believe it or not, like yay, first episode of season 7, he's already this is only episode 1, he already made to the lookout first in like the beginning of the season. Like way to kick season 7 off, Marshall. Yay. And this next one, I think it's super hilarious. This is actually like one of my favorite ones. Like Marshall's like, what? Realizing they're still playing green light, red light, he's like, wait, where did they say red, green? Like, what? Marshall? I'm sorry. Marshall's like, wait, why didn't it say green light? And then Marshall says red light, and all the pups were skating to a stop. Like, like, they don't have enough time to stop, and then they crash into the elevator, which... Marshall, I love you, man. You always come up with the best epic fails. And then he says green light. I'm like, oh, you. Like, Marshall, you're hilarious. Then, like, the Pups explain the mission. Ryder says that he's gonna need Rebel to like use the tractor beam to bring the lighthouse rocket down. Sky using her wind power to direct the lookout house to another location. But Harold noticed it and he tried to put the projectors stronger, the rocket propeller stronger. It was so strong that it got out of Harold, out of Harold's grip and into the ocean. So Ryder called in Rocky and Zuma to charge up. Rocky's X-ray powers are amazing. Like, it's so amazing that he could see he could see what's underwater with his X-ray vision. And it's a great way for Rocky to stay dry. And Zuma, using his water bubble, he got the rocket out. He got the lighthouse back, and gotten the lighthouse super luxuriously shiny. And as Harold built the jackpack to get away, the Robo-Gull knocked him, and he lost the meteor piece. So, I mean, like, you see, I just love I give this episode, like, a 5. Just because, like, it's really great. I mean, like, we got 4, like, Sky, you're still amazing. Rebel, you're still amazing. Rocky and Zuma, as usual, amazing.